New Zealand's Prime Minister has pushed back on calls for a compensation for people who were mandated out of their jobs or suffered COVID vaccine injuries. His argument is that because there was no compulsory vaccination requirement, that people made their own choices and there shouldn't be compensation. Let's have a listen.
In terms of the vaccine mandates, I acknowledge that it was a challenging time for people, but they ultimately made their own choices. There was no compulsory vaccination. People made their own choices.
Michael, was it really a free choice in New Zealand?
It wasn't a free choice in most Western societies. People were denied employment if they didn't get the vaccine. Now, look, I've had all the vaccines, and I'm not an anti-vaccine person, but I think some of these leaders like Hipkins or Hopkins, Trudeau, and our own beloved Dan Andrews really bear a lot of responsibility for, in our case, rubber bulleting and tear gassing and pepper spraying and arresting pregnant ladies in their gym jams. We really made a hysterical atmosphere. And if you're normally legally entitled in New Zealand or here to sue your relevant government for suffering that you had because of being forced into that position, you should be able to take it. There should be no change in the rules because it's convenient for hypocritical leaderships who did the wrong thing at the time. Look, it was a difficult time, but they're as liable as the public were. So if it's good enough for the public to take these vaccinations, it's good enough for state and national governments, in the case of New Zealand, to be sued under the same basis as they could for enforcing rules that cause ill health amongst the population.
Michael Danby, Kosher Gator, thank you so much for your time this evening.